Hello everyone, it's Sage again and welcome to the Executive Corner Expert Talks by Calkine TV. Today we have Mr. David Box, the Director and Founder at Gintonica. And in today's show we will learn more about the boutique spirit space in Australia, namely gin, and find out more about how Gintonica, an e-commerce business, is helping to educate and stimulate interest in Australia's thriving boutique gin arena. And as you know, we bring you the industry leaders, successful business owners, all under the one roof to help you discover the insights of the stock markets. So today we're very lucky to have with us Mr. David Box. Welcome, David.
Hi, Sage. How are you?
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for making time for the show.
No worries at all. Delighted.
Excellent. Well, Gintonica sounds like an innovative and exciting Australian e-commerce venture established in 2017. What is the ginspiration, in your own language, behind the brand, and what sets you aside from the other players in the space, please?
Basically, a passion for gin. More than that, a passion for Australian spirits. And what we want to do, above everything else, is share that passion with as many people as possible. So hence we try and provide as many tasting opportunities for them.
Fantastic. It sounds like a magnetic idea. Australia has approximately 800 craft gins, I've been advised, and this wide variety can be overwhelming when you go to the bottle shop. So retaining customers takes more than just good customer service these days, as consumers are looking for a memorable experience that they can talk about and share. How does Gintonica aim to raise awareness and educate the consumers about boutique gin offerings?
Well, the best way that we go about it is by providing tasting packs, advent calendars, and as well we do things like Zoom tastings. And on our website we have a lot of information associated with tasting, serving suggestions, and so much more. So having bottled about 250 different Australian gins, that gives us the opportunity to offer lots of different tastings to a lot of different people. And also people are love to gift these as well.
Yes, I can imagine that'd be a lot of fun to receive as a gift, or even to give it as a gift. A new federal government package aims to turbocharge the nation's craft beer brewers and boutique spirit distillers by freeing up cash through increasing the excise rebate. Can you share your experience working in the space over the last 2 years in particular? Any trends you've noticed in Australians' alcohol consumption?
Yeah, look, the trend has been very interesting because people are buying more boutique and craft product. And craft generally, as we know, is better quality, better ingredients. Quite often it's more expensive. So the rebate has allowed people in the industry to continue to provide that, to give employment to the region. But also, regarding consumption, people tend to drink less of a quality product. You know, and the great word around things that are cheaper is quaffing, a quaffing wine. You know, it's very easy if something isn't rich and tasty just to drink it too quickly. But if you've got something of high quality, you know, you can savour it.
Yes, exactly. Savour those fine moments. And it's magic to see that the distillers have been able to stay open, sustain business even during this downturn. So it's great to hear. It's an exciting time to have you on the show at the moment, however, as we focus the lens on Gintonica amidst an equity raising round, giving investors the chance to jump on board your spirited adventure, in your own words. What are the funds raised going to be put towards, and how can investors participate, please?
Right, so the main reason for raising the funds has been the fact that we're doubling every year. We only started in basically end of 17 with an advent calendar. The original one is over that direction for, and that since then each year we've doubled. And as we're doing more than doubling by budget next year, we need the working capital. But also as we're growing, we need larger equipment, larger space. We need more employees to help service. Larger marketing spend. It's just really, it's endless, and we'd like to continue that massive increase each year. And to participate, it's going through the platform virtual. BIRCHAL, virtual. And if you go to their website and browse companies, you'll find Gintonica, and you can invest as little as $50 and own part of a gin business.
That sounds very inspiring. So it's as easy as going to virtual, BIRCHAL.com and looking up Gintonica, and then people can jump on board the spirited adventure. Well, very exciting. Thank you for sharing that information with us.
No worries at all. Delighted.
So we're reaching the end of the discussion now, and it's been a wonderful experience having a chat to you today, David. Thank you for making time again for the show. What would your advice be for those thinking of getting into e-commerce? It seems that everyone's got a website these days or a podcast. The world is really getting more digitised. From your experience starting a successful business yourself, is there anything you would have done differently, or is there any advice you can share with us now?
Wow, e-commerce. It's been a very rapid journey for us. Anyone who thinks that it might be easy, when you've got a small business, a very micro business, that's not too bad. But last year, we processed 15,000 orders online for 26,000 products. And at that scale, if you make a small mistake, it can be very costly. And we did make a mistake. We, for example, didn't set the right postage rates. And so what was charged out was too little. And that cost us $60,000. So it multiplies up very easily. For e-commerce, the best advice I could give is to get the best advice. Get people who know what they're doing. And we're lucky enough in our situations, we found really good service providers, and we work with them.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us there. And I can imagine that undervaluing yourself would be quite a common mistake that people make when starting a business, when you're trying to get your foot in the door. Well, thank you very much again for sharing your valuable insights. We have to wind up there. Before we go, was there any last words you'd like to share with the viewers?
Well, I constantly get asked what my favourite gin is. And that's a real tough one, Sage, but we're shortly going into whiskey with Whiskey Rocks, which is a brand we're doing. So I'm looking forward to people asking me what my favourite whiskey is. And for gin, I can't say. Just Australian.
Just Australian. Yes, there's a lot out there to select from. You're absolutely right. Well, thank you again, David. Your insights have been valuable. And if you've just joined us, we just had a very interesting discussion with Mr. David Box, Director, Founder of Gintonica. And the full recorded interview will be available at the YouTube channel, 𝐊𝐶𝐞 Media, so please check it out. And keep watching 𝐊𝐶𝐞 TV for more of the live expert talks and market commentaries. And as we say, stay apprised and invest wise with 𝐊𝐶𝐞.